Hello, dear students. Welcome back in another video exploring the course of study skills. Today, you will see a new lesson entitled Plan an Assignment, Writing an Action Plan for an Assignment. This lesson is presented by Dr. Mariam Kali, a teacher in the English department at Blida 2 University, Lunisi Ali. So, let's discover this lesson together. This lesson consists of different sections, which are objectives, introduction, what is an action plan, advantages of making a good action plan, the nature of action planning, how to write an action plan, and finally, a conclusion. Let's start with objectives. By the end of this chapter, students will be able to 1. Identify the key components of an effective action plan. 2. Explain the importance of creating an action plan before starting an academic assignment. 3. Organize assignment tasks into logical steps, sequencing them appropriately based on priority and deadlines. 4. Develop a personalized action plan for a given assignment topic. And 5. Evaluate their own action plan and make improvements based on feedback. Writing a research paper is a challenging task for students who struggle while researching, writing, and revising. Selecting a limited topic that interests you is just one way to maneuver through these stages more efficiently and write a better paper. Here is the action plan process, which is a strategic tool that helps you plan, outline different steps to achieve your goals, writing a research paper in an organized way. What is an action plan? An action plan is a process outlining the steps needed to achieve specific goals and help you focus your ideas. It typically includes tasks, timelines, responsibilities, and resources required. Now, I want to ask an important question: how to make an action plan and what makes it important? Preparing an action plan is a good way to help you reach your objectives in life as it involves the following elements: 1. Completing work to a deadline. 2. Using lists. 3. Prioritizing tasks effectively. 4. Identifying and setting achievable and measurable objectives. 5. Being able to work effectively under pressure. And finally, identifying the steps needed to achieve your goals. An action plan has three major elements. The first one is specific tasks. The second, time horizon. The third, resource allocation. Now, let's move to the advantages of making a good action plan. So, the purpose of an action plan is to clarify what resources are required to reach a goal, formulate a timeline for tasks to be completed, and determine what resources are required. There are a number of advantages of having a good action plan to accomplish your goals. 1. An action plan describes the way your strategies meet objectives. 2. It can help you understand what tasks you need to do to accomplish your goal. 3. It can provide you with a clear timeline so that you can track your goal progress. 4. It can easily provide you with resources needed to accomplish your goal. 5. It can help you evaluate your progress and cross off unnecessary elements. The nature of action planning. Action planning is a repetitive process, allowing you to restart after completing a cycle. However, in reality, life is not always straightforward. The process tends to be more fluid, with stages overlapping and goals may evolve as you move forward. It is essential to be ready to adjust your plan according to changing circumstances. The first stage of this process is where am I now? This is where you review your achievements and progress and undertake self assessments. The second stage is where do I want to be? This is where you decide your goals. The third stage is how do I get there? This is where you define the strategy you will need to use to achieve your goals and break it down into smaller steps you will need to take to achieve your targets. The fourth stage is taking action. This is where you implement your plan. The last stage is where am I now, which is self assessment. Now, let's see how to write an action plan. The following steps will help you while writing an action plan to achieve a particular goal or outcome. 1. Focus your ideas. Decide what steps you need to take in order to achieve your goals. 2. Keep a to do list. It is a mini action plan which will help you organize your life effectively. Update it every day and set up a reminder system. 3. Avoid procrastination. Start your plan now, not later. 4. Commitment. Tell friends about your goals to provide support. Try to mix with positive people who will encourage you to keep going. 5. Write down your plan. 6. Prioritize. Try to do urgent and important tasks first, not the easy ones. 7. Preserve. Consider potential problems and how to overcome them. 8. Goals. Set clearly defined goals which are realistic and achievable. 9. Rewards. Give yourself a small treat for completing each step. 10. Review your progress. Now, let's practice together. Set a goal you want to reach and make an action plan for it. List needed steps, set deadlines, be detailed and specific. You can use the steps mentioned before. Send me your action plans via email to correct. In conclusion, creating an action plan is a vital skill that helps us set clear goals, identify necessary steps, allocate resources, and establish timelines for achieving our objectives. By following a structured approach, we can enhance our productivity and stay focused on our targets. Remember, an effective action plan is flexible and can be adjusted as needed, ensuring we remain adaptable to changes and challenges. Embrace this strategy to turn your ideas into actionable steps for success. Thank you for listening and interacting. See you in another lesson.